Hello, I'm teacher Robbie, and today we are going to work on class 17. In class 17 talks about what? Well, class 17 talks about months of the year, days of the week, holidays, and telling the time. So let's get started. First, I will share with you our first page, which contains the title. So as you can see, I'll repeat the title again: months of the year, days of the week, holidays, and telling the time. So let's get started. So first, we are going to see the months of the year. Let's take a look here. So there are 12 months of the year. Just a second. 12 months in a year, and they are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Now, question: when is your birthday? My birthday, for example, is in July. So, when is your mother's birthday? When is your father's birthday? So, let's continue. So, when we want to know the month of an event or activity, we use the question word when. So, when talks about time, time on the calendar. All right, okay, calendar, we have the day of the week, and we have the month. So, here we are seeing the months. For example, when is your birthday? My birthday is in May, in the example, because my birthday is actually in July. When is your birthday? To answer this question, you just have to repeat part of the sentence. How? Let's see. I will share a different page with you. So, when we want to know the date of an event, we ask when. Okay, it's loading. Yes. When is your birthday? To answer this question is very simple. My birthday is, and you complete with the month. In my case, it's July. For example, since we are talking about events, dates, holidays, do you know what's a holiday? Holiday, for example, we can use, let's talk about holidays. Holidays, example of holiday, next month, no, actually in 2 months, we have a scary holiday, Halloween. So, for example, when is Halloween? We just repeat. Halloween is in October. All right, but let's go back to the explanation. We are going to see much, much more. So, for period of time, we use from, to. And here we have autumn. Do you know what is autumn? Yes? No. Autumn is one of the seasons of the year. Have you ever heard this expression? Seasons of the year? No. If not, no problem. We are going to see them right now. Just a second, because I'll share with you the page regarding season. So let's see here. Season of the year. Just a second. Can you see now? Let's take a look. So in 1 year, we have 4 seasons. All right. In Brazil, we start the year in summer, which is hot, 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 hot. Carnival. All right. Then we go to the autumn or fall. Fall, autumn is May, April, June. Then we go to the winter, July, August, very, very cold, 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 cold. And then we move on to spring. We are actually moving on to spring right now. Spring is the season of the trees, season of the flowers. All right, so these are the seasons. But let's go back here. So, if we are going to talk about period of time, let's copy this right here and move to another page. So if we are going to talk about a period of time, for example, autumn is from March to July. But what about summer? Summer is from December to March. Winter is from, let me see, June to September. And the spring is from September to December. All right? And what are those? To and from. They're called prepositions. Every time we use prepositions, every time we talk about the months of the year and periods of time, we use prepositions. As you can notice, let's go back up a little bit. Halloween is in October. My birthday is in July. Sorry, here, my birthday is in July. So we are using prepositions. So let's simplify this. Before months of the year, we use in. And what about before periods of time? We have it up there, but I will repeat. Periods of time. We use from and then to, as we just did in the example. All right? And let's notice something very, very important. Do you see how we write the months of the year? Let's repeat them one more time. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Do you see the first letter? First letter. It starts with a capital letter. All the months in English, they start with a capital letter. In Portuguese, they do not, but in English, they do. So pay attention when you write them, okay? And let's move on. Now, we have the days of the week. To describe the days of the week, we have two divisions, all right? First, we have the weekdays. And what are weekdays? The days in which we work, all right? So we start on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we have the weekend, time for party, time for fun, time to relax and to rest, which is composed by 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. All right. So when we want to know the day, how can we ask? What day is today? And let me ask you, what day is today? For me, today is Wednesday. But what about you? What day is it today, right now, while you are watching the class? For me, it's Wednesday, but maybe for you, it's a Friday, a Saturday. I don't know. So when we want to know the day of an event of activity, we use the question word when. But remember, we already saw the question word when, right? So let's see. And in the answer, we use the preposition on. So let's go back to the other page, because we talked about prepositions, right? Prepositions. Before months of the year, in, before periods of time, from and to, and before days of the week, we use on. So when is, let me see the question that we have there. When is your class? When is your class? My class is on Monday, let's say Monday. But your class can be in a whole different day, right? Your class could be on a Friday, on a Saturday. I don't know. But every time we use the days of the week in a sentence. Before them, we have to use the preposition on. So let's review one more time. Before months of the year, in. Before months of the year, in. Before periods of time, from, to. Before periods of time, from, to. And before days of the week, on. Before days of the week, on. All right. Let's continue because we have a lot of things to cover today. And did you notice, actually, the first letter? So just like the months of the year, the days of the week, we also use capital letters to start them. So remember, in Portuguese, do we do this? We start days of the week and months of the year with capital letters? No, but in English, yes. So remember that when you're writing. All the names of the days of the week start with a capital letter. And PS5, a special day when normally people don't work or study is called a holiday. Remember that we saw holiday right in the beginning. We saw which holiday? Halloween, but here we have a few other examples. Here we have Christmas, Labor Day, or New Year's. So a holiday is usually a day where people don't work, where people celebrate something special, all right? So let's see a few examples here. Holidays: New Year's Eve, December 31st, Easter. I don't remember. Easter, we don't have a fixed date, right? It's 40 days after Carnival, so it's different every year. And Christmas, when is Christmas? Christmas is on December 25th. But we, in Brazil, we usually celebrate Christmas Eve, so December 24th. Let's continue. So now we have our first activity, exercise number 1, in which we have a bunch of questions. So I will ask the questions, and then you will press pause, okay? Answer all of the questions and come back for the answers, for the correction. Let's see. The first one, when is Domingão com Hulk? The second one, when is Tela Quente? When is Caldeirão? When is New Year? When is Carnival? When is Easter? When is Halloween? When is Mother's Day? When is Father's Day? When is Christmas? And when is your birthday? All right. So I'm going to change pages here. This is the moment in which you press pause or go back a little to see all the questions and answer them, okay? Then I'm going to be here waiting for you so we can write the proper answers. All right? So I'm waiting for you. Come back. So by now, you must have finished exercise number 1, right? So let's check. When is Domingão com Hulk? Domingão com Hulk is on Sunday. When is Tela Quente? Tela Quente is on Monday. When is Caldeirão? Come on, pretty simple. Caldeirão is on Saturday. When is Jesus? Too many letters. When is New Year? New Year is on, no, New Year is in December, right? When is Carnival? Carnival is usually in March. When is Easter? Easter is in April, usually, okay, people? Sometimes in March. Depends on, no, Carnival is in February, sorry. February or March are acceptable. Depends on the year. When is Halloween? We already know, right? Our first example, Halloween is in October. When is Mother's Day? Mother's Day is in May. Father's Day. Father's Day is in August. And Christmas. Christmas is in December. Sorry. And when is your birthday? My birthday is in July. My birthday, but what about yours? So let's imagine now that you want to write a more specific answer. So let's copy a few questions here and change pages. So we are working with the prepositions as we already explained, but if I want to give a complete answer, do we have a specific date for Christmas? Yes or no? Yes. So if I want to answer that specifically, do I change the preposition? I don't know. Let's wait a few seconds. But when is Christmas? December 31. December 31st. But which preposition do I use? In? No, I use on. Because before complete dates, use on. The same thing happens for our birthdays. For example, my birthday is on July 28th. So we learned one more thing. So let's review. Before months of the year, in. Before periods of time, from and to. Before days of the week, on. Before complete dates, on. All right? Okay, so let's continue because we have more activity to do. Isn't that right? So let's see. We completed the first course. All right, telling the time. So can you tell the time in English? Do you know the differences between telling the time in English and telling the time in Portuguese? Yes? No? Maybe. Let's see. The first thing we have to consider is, in Portuguese, the time for us has 24 hours, right? Yes. And in English, does the time has 24 hours, the time on the clock? Yes, but no. So most cases, what you're going to see is a 12-hour clock. So what is that, a 12-hour clock? After you reach 12:59, we reset to 1. All right? So let's see how that works. In English, we tell the time from 1 to 12. We use AM when it's before midday and PM when it's after midday. But what is midday? 12 o'clock, lunchtime. And 12 o'clock is only midday? No, we can use 12 o'clock to represent midnight. So let's take a look. 1 o'clock. But if it's after midnight, we say 1 a.m. If it's after midday, we can also say 1 p.m. The first one, 2:05 or 5 past 2. When we use past, we mean that it's after 2, right? It's 2 o'clock. It's 2:05 or 5 past 2. For example, 3:10. It means that it's 10 minutes after 3 or 10 past 3. 4:15, 15 past 4. 5:20, 20 past 5. 6:25, it means 25 past 6. 7:30 or 30 past 7. 8:35, 25 to 9. 9:40, 20 to 10. 10:45, 15 to 11. 11:50, 10 to 12. 10 to midday or noon or midnight. 12:55, 5 to 1. A little complicated? I will say yes, but you will get it in time. So we have a few special cases. We know that doesn't matter the language. 1 hour has what? 60 minutes. So if we divide 1 hour, we get a half. And this half has what? 30 minutes. It's too complicated, right? Let me write here. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. So, telling the time. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So, half an hour, 30 minutes. Half an hour. 1/4 of an hour, 15 minutes. And we call it a quarter hour. All right? So this is what we have here. But I wanted to explain it to you a little bit more, but we actually have that in the material. All right? So don't worry. You can check anytime you want. Remember, the good thing about this class is that you can press pause, go back, watch again, over and over again until you get it. All right? So let's see. When we want to know the time, we ask what? What time is it? It's 10:30. When we want to know the time of an event or activity, we ask what time plus event or activity. Examples. What time is your class? My class is at 6 o'clock. What time do you arrive home? I arrive home at 2:15. What time do you start working? Just a second. Let's go. What time do you start work? I start work a minute. No space here. I start work at 8 a.m. What time do you go home? I go home at 6 p.m. What time? I don't know. Is the party on Saturday? Let's use the days of the week that we just learned. The party on Saturday is at, let me see, 8 p.m. So, did we use prepositions to answer these questions? Yes or no? What do you think? Yes, we did. So every time we tell the time, we use hour, time, we use what? At. So I start work at 8 a.m. I go home at 6 p.m. What time's the party? The party on Saturday is at 8 p.m. So we need to use a preposition, all right? Let's go back. And again, when we mention a period of time, example, we use from and to. My class is from 6 to 8 p.m. When we mention parts of the day, we have actually an exception. We have what? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night. All right? And you have to make a decision. You can say 2 o'clock, perfect. 2 p.m., perfect. But we do not use both of them together. So you have to choose what do you prefer, okay? Let's keep going. So, say the time, use past or to and parts of the day whenever possible. So, we have here the list of from A to H, so you can give various answers, all right? For example, let's start. What are you going to do right now? Right now, it's pretty simple. You just have to press pause and answer the question using as many possibilities as you can, all right? So you press pause, and I'll be here waiting, and then we're gonna check some answers, all right? Okay, I'm waiting for you. So here you are back to check the answers. So let's try and use as many possibilities as we can. Okay, let's do this. So we have here 6 p.m. 6 a.m., sorry. You can just say 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock, since it's 6 a.m., is it in the morning or in the afternoon? In the morning. 1:15 or 15 past 1. It's a.m. or p.m. p.m. If it's p.m. is in the afternoon. Just a second. Okay, afternoon. C, 9:30. You can just write that. 9:30. 30 past 9. Sorry. 30 past 9. Just a minute. Yes, now it is. 30 past 9. 30 to 10. And is it afternoon or morning? In the morning. 7:45 p.m. You can just write that. 7:45. You can say that it's 15 to 8 or quarter to 8. And 7:45 p.m. Is it in the morning, in the afternoon, or at night? At night. Well done. 11 p.m. 11 o'clock at night. Okay. 2:40 p.m. So 2:40, 22, 3. Morning, afternoon, or night? In the afternoon. 12:10 p.m. First of all, 12:10 or 10 past 12. And is it morning, afternoon, or night? What do you think? Afternoon. Well done. In the afternoon. 5:50 p.m. You can say just that. 5:50. Wait a second. 5:50. You can say 10 to 6. And is it afternoon or night? Let's say afternoon. Almost night, but afternoon. All right, so here you go. Here we have the time, but we have a few PSs to check. Let's check the PS. So, to give a more general idea of time, it's possible to use the words early, in the middle of, and late. For example, I wake up early in the morning, maybe 6 or 7. I go to work in the middle of the morning, maybe 9 or 10. I go to bed late at night, maybe at midnight. And what about you? Do you do you wake up early in the morning or late in the morning? And do you go to bed early at night or late at night? I don't know. Answer the question. Talking about answering questions, we have one more exercise. And this exercise is about what? Answering questions. What time do you wake up? This is personal. What time do you wake up? On weekdays, do you wake up at the same time you wake up on the weekend? Do you work out in the morning? At what time? What time do you go to work? So now what do? Yes, you press pause, do your activity, take your time, and then come back for the answers. All right? And remember, this is personal. So when you check the answers, what you need to check is the structure of the sentences, not the complete answer. All right? So I'll be here waiting for you. Welcome back. So let's see. How can we answer the questions? So let's see. What time do you wake up? Remember, I will give you my examples. Your examples can be completely different. My answer is, I wake up at 8 a.m. But I can also say, I wake up early in the morning. Okay, 2 possibilities. On weekdays, do you wake up at the same time you wake up on the weekend? No, I don't. On weekdays, I wake up early, right? On the weekend, I wake up late. What about you? Do you wake up early on weekends? I don't. I like to sleep as much as I can on weekends. So, do you work out in the morning? At what time? Okay, I'm going to lie a little bit, but don't worry. Do you work out in the morning? Yes, of course. At what time? I work out at 10 a.m. in the morning. But maybe you work out at night. No problem. So you could say, no, I don't. I work out. In the evening. In the evening equals at night. Okay, guys? In the evening equals at night. What time do you go to work? I go to work at 10 a.m. What time do you go to work? You go to work at 10, at 8, at 9. I don't know. What you have to pay attention is in the structure. So let me scroll up a little bit, as you can see. So how was the activity? Was it difficult? Easy. Remember, you can always go back, all right? Go back and check it again. So let's see what is the next activity for us. Let's see. So now on exercise number 4, we have a small text. So our job here is to read the text and answer the questions, choosing the correct answers. All right, so are you ready? First of all, let's explore the pictures. Eggs, toast, honey. When do you eat eggs, toast, and honey? Do you eat it at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning? In the morning, right? Usually. And if you eat it in the morning, what is the name of the meal that we have in the morning? Is it lunch? Is it breakfast or dinner? You're right, it's breakfast. So what do you usually eat for breakfast? I usually eat bread with butter and drink a cup of coffee. What about you? Do you eat and drink the same for breakfast? Okay, I don't know, but let's check out Benji's breakfast routine, morning routine. All right. So, hello, my name is Benji. I wake up at 8 every day. The first thing I do is brush my teeth. Then I have eggs, toast with honey, and a cup of coffee for breakfast. After breakfast, I ride my bicycle to the park. It is so quiet here. I love mornings. So this was Benji's morning routine. Is your morning routine similar or different from Benji? My morning routine is different from Benji. My morning routine is completely different. But what about yours? Do you wake up and go to the park? Do you wake up and go to work? Do you wake up and stay home? Do you work from home? I don't know. Think about it. Let's read one more time Benji's text. Hello, my name is Benji. I wake up at 8 every day. The first thing I do is brush my teeth. Then I have eggs, toast with honey, and a cup of coffee for breakfast. After breakfast, I ride my bicycle to the park. It's so quiet here. I love mornings. Do you love mornings? I love mornings. Let's see. So now, look here. We have many possibilities to answer the questions. So let's just change the page for the one I can help you find the answer. So let's see. Let's share the screen. Okay, see, okay, it's just that here I can write. So exercise number 4. Read the text and answer the questions, choosing the correct answer. So, what time does Benji wake up? This is letter A, and we have 3 possibilities. At 6 in the morning, at 8 in the morning, or at 10 in the morning. Then we have what? What does Benji put on his toast? He puts cream cheese, he puts honey, or he puts the strawberry jam. Then we have, what does Benji drink in the morning? He drinks orange juice, he drinks coffee, or he drinks water. And finally, how does Benji get to the park? He rides his bicycle to the park, he takes the bus to the park, or he walks to the park. I don't know. So what do you have to do right now? First of all, you should do what? Pause right now. Pause while you can read the text. So 2 minutes for you to read the text. Press pause. So, have you read the text? Now that you have, press pause one more time, so you can answer the questions. Have you read and answered the questions? Remember, if you need to consult the text, you just have to go back a little bit on the video. Let's answer the questions right now. So to answer the questions, I will change the page. No problem. What time does Benji wake up? What did you put? What time does Benji wake up? Yes, Benji wakes up at 8 in the morning. So, this is the answer. What does Benji put on his toast? Yes, you're right again. He puts honey. What does Benji drinks in the morning? Drink in the morning? He drinks coffee. And how does Benji go to the park? He rides his bicycle to the park. Well done. So here we have it. Number 1, number 4, letter A, at 8 in the morning. Letter B, he puts honey. Letter C, he drinks coffee. And letter D, he rides his bike to the park. Okay, so we are moving on. We still have 2 amazing activities to do. And the first activity is describe your morning routine on weekdays and on weekends. Mention days of the week and clock time. So I'll give you like 5 minutes to do that. Okay, I think 5 minutes is enough. But if you need more time, don't worry, because you just have to press pause on the video and do your activity. All right? So I will be here waiting for you with my answer. Remember, this is personal. You don't need to copy my answer. You can use your own routine. You should use your own routine, all right? All right, so I'll be waiting here. So, hey, you're back. Let's check. Let's build the answer together. Yes? So let's do it. Describe your morning routine on weekdays and on weekends. Mention days of the week and clock time. So let's start. On weekdays, I wake up at 8 a.m. and have what? Breakfast. It's important, right? For breakfast, I eat bread with butter and drink a cup of coffee. Just a second. Let's put them together. Yes. So let's go back. On weekdays, I wake up at 8 a.m. and have breakfast. For breakfast, I eat bread with butter and drink a cup of coffee. After that, I start work at what? 9 a.m. Yes, I start work at 9 a.m. On weekends, I wake up late. I wake up late at around, I don't know, 10, 11 a.m. and eat some fruit before lunch. What about you? How is your routine in the morning, on weekdays and on weekends? Is it similar to mine? Is it different to mine? Is it different? I don't know. So now we have another activity. And for this activity, you have to consider the morning routine of a family member. All right? Could be a friend, a family member, I don't know, your mother, your father, your grandmother, sister, brother, husband, boyfriend. All right? So the deal is the same. You are going to pause the video and then come back for the answer. All right? So I'll be waiting for you here. Okay, so you're back? Yes? Let's see. Let's discuss routine. All right. So describe the morning routine of a friend or family member on weekdays and on weekends. Mention days of the week and clock time. Okay. So we didn't mention the days of the week in the other one, but I'm going to mention right now. Let's see it. So from Monday to Friday, my, just a second, because teachers, yes, my sister wakes up very early at 6 a.m. She has breakfast, then, no, she takes a shower, calm down. She takes a shower, then she has breakfast. For breakfast, she eats toast. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yes, she takes. She has, for breakfast, she eats toast with butter and drinks milk. Then she goes to work at 8 a.m. No, 7 a.m. All right. On Saturdays and Sundays, she doesn't work. So she wakes up late at 12 a.m. No, 12 p.m. Sorry. At 12 p.m. and then has lunch. So I chose my sister to talk about here. So from Monday to Friday, my sister wakes up very early at 6 a.m. She takes a shower, then she has breakfast. For breakfast, she eats toast with butter and drinks milk. Then she goes to work at 7 a.m. On Saturdays and Sundays, she doesn't work, so she wakes up late at 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. and then she has lunch. So people, this is it for today. This is it for our lesson 17. So I hope that you enjoyed and I hope that you got it. So on lesson 17, do you remember what we saw today? Yes? No? So lesson 17 was all about the months of the year, the days of the week, holidays, and telling the time. I hope you liked it and see you next time. Bye-bye.